Hi, good morning. This is Jackie Ma Apex Training. Today is February the 4th, 2020. I am getting over a tail end of a cold, a gift that keeps on giving. And so just kind of stay low for a few days and actually feel well enough that I can actually kind of resume my everyday activities. And I guess what I want to talk about as a case in point is when we have unexpected disruptions in our day, such as catching your kids cold or some things that may come up, is to actually lend ourselves or just reassure ourselves that we can handle these unforeseen circumstances. It's just part of everyday life. It's like around is the unexpected thing that maybe your refrigerator might be going kaput and you might have to get a new fridge, which we're kind of dealing with right now. But miraculously, it started to get cold again in the refrigerator section. So when the repairman came yesterday, he's like, "Well, it's super. It's 8 degrees, whatever, minus whatever freezing. It's super. The fridge is 4 degrees super, and it's kind of hard to fix something if it's working properly at that time." And so these things that kind of come up throughout our days is to welcome it, because it's where it kind of really tests our ability to, that's just a kind of really small case in point. Is more severe things would be like a family member that's displaced and maybe you need to offer housing and refuge for them for 3 to 6 months. You know, it's maybe dealing with a sick pet that you now have to give medication 2-3 times a day, and not knowing what you're not guaranteeing any outcome in a positive light. And you know, our life has stress, and it's actually the stress that allows us to kind of hone our ability to improve our emotional strength. So it's not just like the physical strength, but when you kind of boil down to it, it's more of our mental and our emotional capabilities of withstanding it. You know, the physicality of things is kind of like the afterthought, the side effect. That's the philosophy of Apex Training with our strength gym is actually a mindset gym, and it's the weightlifting that actually offers a set of tools for which we're able to measure our wits and our tenacity against, with the willingness of our mind to kind of to really discipline our body into following the instructions of our will, so to speak. So getting back to my point that I was making, that you know, in the scheme of things, that you know, disorder will happen, is that we will have the means to take care of it. As I've stated before, the storms here, and you know, if we're used to just like, you know, complacent, maybe that's where the word comes from, waters, and it's really still and we stagnate. So we need to have that current, we need to have that flow to allow us to flourish and grow. You know, I'm thinking about the surfers that are out there on the pipeline, and you know, they wait for that wave and they ride it. It's such a exhilarating rush, you know, versus just paddling in the still water. And so that would be pretty much the crux of the day. My apologies if I'm not really feeling super exuberant, but this is a case in point. Is I can make up, you know, any excuses I can to not vlog a week. Oh, I'm not feeling well. I think my audience will understand, and you know, or you know, I look kind of pale, which I do. But anyways, it's just, you know, you don't need more than one excuse. You just only need one not to do it, and it's really a matter of pushing through and honoring yourself and honor that philosophy that you do it, you know, as long as you stay within your boundaries of safety. You know, we can't fly, but, you know, other than that, there's nothing really that we can't do. You know, we can move mountains if we have the faith and the will to do it. All right, well, thanks for listening to me, and I'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye. Jackie Ma Apex Training. So long.